Hope everyone's doing well. My name is EQ. If you haven't been to our channel before, welcome to Stockaholics. So today we're going to be focusing on Bitcoin, and we're going to be talking about what this means for the market, where price could be going, and what we have seen that could have told us this in the past, that could have predicted why this happened. There's a lot of traders and people on YouTube that claim to be these superstars, but all they do is care about fundamentals. Now that fundamentals don't matter, you can see a lot of these guys freaking out. So Captain Savaho is going to come in and throw a little tech analysis on when it matters the most. If you guys follow one of these fundamental traders, I'm really sorry for you. And for anyone that watched the Shiba Inu video, for anyone that watched the Shiba token video, if you got upset about my call, just know that I was kidding. I own Shiba token. It was just a hype to get people to get some. It was just meant to bring some attention to Leash. I just wanted to use Shiba's leverage in order to bring more eyes to Leash. But there's nothing wrong with Leash or Shiba. I was telling people that you can 10 times on Shiba and they were still getting pissed. So before we get started, if you could throw a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, do all that fun stuff, that'd be greatly appreciated. Now I mapped out a couple things here. You can see Bitcoin has been in a trend line since, let's see, pretty much December going into January. We've been in this consistent trend line going up. We finally broke out of that trend line and came crashing down, as I'm sure all of you are aware if you're watching this video. You can see that we were hitting a major resistance right here at the 60,000, essentially just a little bit under at 59.5, but 60,000 would have been the major psychological resistance. Once this was tested 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 7 times, it didn't break it. It was time for this to go down and find a support. Now when this came down, one, I didn't think it was going to be so aggressive. I thought we were going to get a support hold at the 45, if not at the 39 or 40 range. We broke right through that. We went straight down to 35,000. That's when I was going in the Discord group and telling everyone that it could be a cat bounce. Now this thing started to go up. I thought it was going to go a little bit higher from this point as well. I thought we were going to see a cat bounce go up to around 45,000 before bouncing lower, testing into the 29 range, 30,000 range, potentially down to the 22,000 range. But the bounce was a lot shorter, which was signifying that this could potentially dip a little bit lower. Now keep in mind, when you're looking at this chart, you have when you're looking at the chart, keep in mind you have the 50-day EMA that's crossing under the 100-day EMA, and on top of that you have the 20-day EMA crossing under the 200-day EMA. So we could be seeing a serious little dip coming soon. All in all, we're waiting to see, hopefully before Tuesday, maybe around Tuesday or Wednesday, we might see this thing start coming up. But going into Memorial Weekend, this could get real sloppy. Now, it really caught my attention when we're looking at the previous numbers is this new oscillator that I added for volume. Basically, what this is telling us is the price movement based on whales. And you can see from January, February, when we hit this first peak of 60,000, we've been slowly but surely, steadily going down this trend in a decline. We finally broke down under this trend, and that's what you can see was part of this triggered movement. So what this is saying is that there was a lot of shrimp play. So there was a lot of shrimp money that continued to keep this price up over this 45,000 and pushing into the 62, 63,000 range. But while this was all happening, the whales were putting in their sale orders and doing this and that, knowing that price needed to come down. Now there's a whole theory going on about this specific area here. This is where the major institutions bought in previously in January. Now you can see prices conveniently getting to that location. So saying that 28, 29,000, if you see price start to come back up with a nice candle, obviously don't buy on the first candle, because if you're looking through this history, even on the daily, it sat down here for almost a week before it started to move back up. So when it comes down, you have a week, give or take, based on the history before it decides if it wants to continue to move down or if it wants to hold support and move back up. But all in all, this thing still has the room to go down. You can see the volume is starting to pick up, but it's picking up at the wrong time when we're dipping. Now we could start officially pulling into a bearish cycle for Bitcoin, not for the entire market, just for the time being. But this could potentially mean something big is coming into the future. Now, if you want to get the full breakdown, where we're getting our entry points at, what we're watching for, setting our alerts for, and anything like that, make sure to join the Discord group. Much love to all the OGs and the people in the VIP. You guys are the shit, and you know we've been crushing it these last couple of weeks, even through this little crazy cycle, making sure we're keeping our trades risk-free, using trailing stop losses, all that fun stuff. Once you take the risk out of the trading, it makes it a lot easier, and you can sleep easy at night even on a margin trade if you're one of those crazy people. So based on what we see here, and that we are breaking this current support hold, we're hoping that we can get a price hold around 30,000, but if not, we can break it down. Like I said, if you want to get further into this or have a conversation with me about it or whatever it may be, join our Discord group, join the family. We're running out of spots for our $10 a month group. Once those sell out, price is going to go up to $15 a month, and so on and so forth. And hope everyone has an amazing day, morning, evening, whenever you watch this video.